All right, it is Sunday, April the 27th, if I'm not mistaken. I'll double check. I wanted to give you a better view of the garden. I am almost done with everything. The empty containers are actually going to move over, and I'm going to put a 30 by 20 greenhouse where they're currently located at. Yesterday, before it started raining, I did get to plant corn and okra and decided to move it a little bit closer because I wasn't prepared to clear all of the rest of the yard off, and we'll get that done eventually. So I've got my landscaping paper down except for this one spot. I'll probably just go ahead and take care of that with cardboard and wood chips. You can see russet potatoes. There's also 2 containers over there. Brussels sprouts. And this is my hodgepodge pot. I have a nice lettuce growing, kale and onions. The onions are just there to kind of keep everything off of the lettuce. So I'll actually harvest the green tops of the onions and slice them up and use them as green onions on salad. Broccoli, I've actually harvested all except for one, and they're growing smaller flowers. I'm hoping I'll be able to harvest them before they bolt. They also have onions in them as well. Like the Merlot cabbage has already bolted in. I'm going to save that for seeds. Green Acres cabbage doing the same thing. I still have 2 Calabrese cabbages that are trying to form a head, and we'll see what we get. Worst we can have is cabbage leaves. These are Kennebec potatoes, which they're doing good. Also, I have my beans that are sprouting. Don't ask me the names of the beans because someone else planted them for me. I was just here for the ride. And you can see the Brussels sprouts. I do have a little bit of insect damage, and I think that was actually due to a cabbage moth actually got under before I actually got the insect netting over. 2 more containers of onions. I'm gonna just let those grow out. My cucumbers, a little over half have already sprouted. I do need to clean up a little bit around, and I'll put something to cover. These are where my red watermelons are planted. I'm debating about if I want to enter watermelon wars. As a newbie gardener, I don't know if I'm up for that, but I may decide to. And this is my yellow watermelons. So at the other end of the watermelon, I have this long empty space. I'm debating about planting another 15 tomatoes. As you can see, I have 17 plants already. Don't ask me the name of the varieties because I don't know. Half of them I don't know because when I planted them, I didn't put sticks down. Some do have their names, and they're in different stages of growth because they were planted. We do have someone here in town that actually grows from seed organically. So if you have tomatoes that die out, which I did when it dropped below 30 degrees, and I've gotten tomatoes from her before, so that's what I did. And I'm debating about doing another 15 going that way. Eventually, all of these containers will be filled. If you have any suggestions on what I can grow in them, because I do have so much space, and that pile will be gone by next weekend. But as you can see, I still have space even without taking the crepe myrtle down, I still have plenty of space to actually do more garden. That's the start of my compost, and I think it's going to be bigger than I originally decided. But this was going to be okra and corn, but we decided we'll move it up closer, and then I'll gradually finish clearing this so I don't have pressure of trying to get it all cleaned out prior to planting something. So yeah, that is going to be my project. And I'm going to take you over to where the orchard is, or where it's going to be. For being in an urban area, I have a lot of trees and overgrowth, which I have plenty of space. If I spread my trees out, I could fit about 30 trees, and that's including this huge sycamore tree, which would cost an arm and 3 legs to actually have removed because it's so close to electrical lines. I would have to have an arborist remove it. As you can see, it's trying to overgrow. We'll actually go back and clear the smaller things out. I do have parts to set up for shade cloth, and you can see my little lime tree is doing fine. This is an orange tree, mulberries. So I have quite a few fruit trees, as you can see. So that greenhouse is actually going to move. We're going to repurpose it, move it over into the garden. Then I'll have more tree space, and I'll gradually get rid of all the trees. So any suggestions on what I should plant, tomatoes or what kind of trees? I'm zone 7A if you have any suggestions. Thanks.